Hi, welcome again. I am Sharda Sampath Kumar, a storyteller. So, today's story is a very interesting story about this epic called the Ramayana. Before the birth of Rama, Dasharatha and Kaushalya had a daughter called Shanta. This story cannot be found in the Valmiki Ramayana. Once there was a rishi called Rishyashringa. He was a great and a powerful rishi, a sage, who practiced intense tapasya or penance. Once, angry with the clouds because it had been raining very severely and the rains had made him wet, Rishyashringa forbade the clouds from releasing any more rain. He had so much of siddhi or magical powers because of his severe penance that he had the power to control or subvert the laws of nature. Such was his magical powers or siddhi. His tapasya had been so intense that he had never seen a woman in his life. And the gods and the people on earth, everybody, there was drought because of this curse which he had given to the clouds, right? That there should be no more rainfall. This created a lot of drought and famine throughout the world, and the gods started worrying. The gods thought and then decided that the drought could be driven away or averted only and only if Rishyashringa's penance or tapasya was broken. He was such a powerful rishi. So the gods went down to earth and met a king called Lomapada. Lomapada was a local king on earth somewhere, okay? And they spoke to him and explained to him about this serious problem, and they said that there could be a solution only and only if Rishyashringa's penance was broken or tapasya was broken. Lomapada did not have a daughter. So he went to Dasharatha, who had a daughter through his wife Kaushalya. The daughter's name was Shanta. He went to Dasharatha and requested him that he wanted to adopt Shanta as his own daughter. Lomapada wanted to adopt Dasharatha and Kaushalya's daughter Shanta as his own daughter, and Dasharatha agreed. And soon Shanta made sure that she made Rishyashringa her husband, and it was only after their marriage that the famine and the drought completely went away from the world. This story is very significant in the Ramayana because it converts this Ramayana into a householder's epic. This is the starting point where it converts this epic into a householder's epic. See, this world is ever changing and it is full of uncertainties. But walking away is not a solution to worldly problems, right? So that is why when rains fall and earth blooms only when Rishyashringa embraces family life. This is such a wonderful learning, right? And this stance of Ramayana was the main reason why Ramayana came to be known as Itihasa. Itihasa means so it was, is and will be. Such a beautiful story. I really enjoyed reading this story. The backstory of the Ramayana before the birth of Lord Rama. So, Ramayana reflects on the problem of human condition, of how desire and destiny make this world impermanent and tragic. It shows us how to live a spiritually fulfilled life through responsible conduct, right? Even though Dasharatha seemed to have fathered Shanta without any difficulty, he was not able to father more children after this. And in those days, Dharma insisted that a king should have a male heir to his throne. That was so important, no, in early days. And I think even till today, there are some groups and families which consider that important. I have seen and read about this. So, Dasharatha was pressurized by society. He had to have a male heir to his throne. So, this made him marry a second time and a third time. And in spite of getting married so many times, he still did not have children. He did not have any heir to the throne. So that was when he was advised to perform a yagya. And the Maharishi who was called to perform this yagya was none other than the sage Rishyashringa. And Rishyashringa's yagya gave sons to Dasharatha, just like his marriage gave rains to Lomapada's world. That was the story of Shanta and Rishyashringa. Thank you. Signing off, Sharda Sampath Kumar, a storyteller.